I think we're at the beginning. Welcome back to the vlog, everyone. I uploaded a new one last night because I told y'all I was running out of time. I was already at an hour. It was only like 2 days of vlogging. So it's Wednesday morning. I'm headed to train. I gained another ½ pound yesterday. I did not have a perfect prep day yesterday. So so I've had 2 days that were not perfect, but I'm counting one of them as perfect because Ruben co-signed on it. Like when we were driving back from Bakersfield, I still had another meal to eat, right? So anyway, Ruben goes into the gas station and he gets these hard-boiled egg whites and he gets some nuts, and he got a bunch of stuff in the gas station, and then he got a protein shake and he was like, oh, I just got all this stuff so that we can share. So we kind of MacGyvered, we each MacGyvered ourselves a meal out of that stuff. And so it wasn't exactly on my meal plan, but literally Ruben was like, okay, here are the things that we're gonna eat right now. So although it technically wasn't perfect according to what is written on my plan, I'm counting it as perfect because I did not go away from what my coach told me to do. Yesterday I went off my plan. I had a cup of popcorn, which is weird because, not that it's weird, but I don't mess up during peak week. As much as I've talked about I never have perfect prep days, or it's hard for me to have perfect prep days, blah blah blah. Peak week is the time that I'm always on. I guess I just feel you know what, if you're gonna be perfect, now's the time, lady. You only got a day. But I ran out of sweet potato, so I didn't have my carbs. I didn't run out of sweet potato. Well, kind of. I ate a sweet potato. I made a sweet potato a couple days ago, and then so I had half of the sweet potato because of how much I'm supposed to eat at a time. Anyway, the other half of the sweet potato is gone. I don't know where it is. Somebody at the house ate my sweet potato. So when I said no, I didn't run out of it, I meant I was not unprepared and didn't have what I was supposed to have. It just wasn't at the house. So that's what happens when you live with 4 other adults. So I didn't have my sweet potato, so I just skipped it. And then at the end of the night, there was popcorn. And I've been thinking about popcorn for days. So I measured out my little serving of popcorn, and that's what I had. And I put in my check-ins to Ruben this morning. I'm like, okay, gained ½ pound, ate popcorn late last night. So I'm not, to be honest, I'm not really that disappointed in myself. I know that probably sounds janky, but I've done so well this prep. This 4 weeks of prep, that having 1.5, I'll say half, 1.5 missteps, I'm okay with that. I'm a little bit irritated that it happened right now, 3 days out from show, but it is what it is. I mean, I told Ruben about it. He's going to see my body, and if he needs to make adjustments, he's going to make adjustments. Ultimately, let's be honest, you guys, that cup of popcorn is not going to be the thing that separates me from an Olympia qualification. If I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it, and if I'm not, I'm not. Now, again, if it were 1 cup of popcorn every single day for the last 4 weeks, yeah, that could be the difference. But 1 random cup of popcorn while I've had a month of perfect prep, and I also didn't eat some of my other carbs. I actually was probably low on carbs yesterday. Anyway, I had to make sure y'all knew the truth. So anyway, I don't even remember what I was talking about. My weight's up. My photos were fine though. I did wake up a little bit earlier so I could spend more time posing. And my posing looked good. I mentioned in my last vlog about working on my back pose, just trying to figure out why my back looks the way that it looks. And I think I figured out something. I mean, it's not like my back looks like Sydney's, but I at least think I figured out how to make some of the other muscles pop. So anyway, I am so glad I only trained 2 camps this morning. I'm a little bit tired. I normally, after I train Wednesday morning, go train, then go straight to Powerhouse and get on cardio or run some skills in between their spinning class and the next class. But I'm not doing that today. I'm going to go home. I'm going to take a nap on the couch. And then I'm going to wake up and wake Reagan up and get her ready for school. I need a nap today. So that's what I'm going to do. And then after I drop Reagan off for school, then I'll go to Powerhouse and run a full out. This will be my second to last full out. I am going to run one on Friday morning before we drive up to Anaheim. If today's full out is not as good as I want it to be, I will also run one tomorrow before I go in and train. But I think it's going to be good. So Anyway, that's where we are. We're 3 days out. I can't believe it. Like, I cannot believe it. All right. Good morning, everyone. Again. You did? That's somebody's grandma. It's not ours. I am taking... That's not Joey's grandma. We're taking Reagan to school. I forgot to tell y'all yesterday, which is now the last video, I had the Ghost Welch's properly tempered. Is that right? At the right temperature, right? Because remember the first time I tasted it, it wasn't quite as cold. So then I poured it over ice and I was like, oh, okay, it tastes better, all that stuff. I had it yesterday, actually cold, and it was good. And so now I'm having it again. So no, like there is still a tiny bit of aftertaste, but it's definitely significantly less noticeable when this is very cold, which is how I like to take my beverages. So if you're into that flavor, like in general, Welch's grape juice, I would recommend this. I mean, it's still, I don't think it really changes its ranking as far as like beating any other drinks, but I'd say it's more of, I'm more likely to grab it after tasting it cold than I was after tasting it like all kind of cold. So anyway, drinking this, taking Reagan to school. Then by then, I think all the classes should be over at Powerhouse. I'm gonna go to Powerhouse, run a routine, do some cardio. This is my last workout. Are y'all gonna go? It's my last day of working out. I do have cardio tomorrow and Friday, but this is my last day of lifting before the show. So we're there, y'all. This is, it's been a while since I've said this. It's crazy town. Like, I don't know. I'm getting very excited. I'm getting more excited to compete. So I was first like, okay, I'm actually starting to get nervous. But now that I've had my meltdown, now I'm starting to get excited again. Sorry, I'm still fighting back a cough. I'm starting to get excited again. I think I'm just like excited to see Karina. I'm excited to see Taylor. I don't know Andy very well. I've competed with her once, but she kind of keeps to herself. Same thing. Kristen kind of like keeps to herself. She's really nice. Like she's nice backstage, but she kind of keeps to herself, which is fine. I already told y'all I like kind of prefer to keep to myself. I just don't. Anyway, I'm excited. Good group of girls, 8 competitors, which is for IFBB Pro Fitness, a big show. I mean, there's only a limited number of shows that are getting more than 6. I'd say 6 is like the standard number, and it's just because, I mean, for a multitude of reasons, but 8 is a good number, especially because it's the first year this show offers IFBB Fitness. So I'm hoping like 8 makes them feel like, okay, it's worth it to have this show. So anyway, I'm very excited. I'm gonna run this routine. I'm praying it's gonna be really good, even though I'm a little sore, but you know, we'll survive it. Okay, so I'm at Powerhouse, about to run a full out. So there's a class in there until 11:30, which is like at this moment. Actually, I guess it's over. Am I crazy? Did I check the wrong day? What day is it? It's Wednesday. Was there a 10:30? Yeah, there was a 10:30 to 11:30 yoga. Either no one showed up or what. Anyway, I got here about 40 minutes early and decided to stretch and warm up on the turf because the show, they sent out the information, they're starting with classic. I don't know what's with all these shows and not starting with fitness. Like every show that I've been to up until this year, and randomly Ben Weeder one year, started with fitness. Like every show always starts with fitness. But they're doing classic physique, then fitness, then women's bodybuilding, which is fine. However, the main problem with that is that we're gonna have to warm up before they open the doors. Then they will open the doors and then do classic finals, and then we will perform. So we are going to perform at minimum an hour after we warm up. Minimum. I would say probably closer to 90 minutes after we warm up. So anyway, all that to say is that I warmed up, and I intentionally warmed up knowing I would just be sitting here before I run this routine. So I'm just gonna go in there. I'm gonna press play on my music. I'm gonna listen to it once, and then I'm gonna run it, because realistically that's how it's gonna be. Now, when you're at these shows, like depending on what backstage is like, you know, you can do a couple things backstage, but realistically, once you're off the main stage for warming up, you're pretty much done. So anyway, that's what I'm about to do. About to go in there, run this full out, and then probably do my cardio now. I might not do it. I'm kind of tired today, so I might just go straight home to nap, and then after I get Reagan, I train tonight, and then after training, come straight here to lift and do cardio, because I only have 30 minutes of cardio, so I have time to do both. So I think that's what I might do, because like I said, I'm feeling a little tired. Okay, there are 2 people in there, but they're gonna have to get over it. I'm turning on the lights, and I'm running this routine, but I do have to go food first. Okay, so routine was good. I am so hungry because I went poop at the gym. So there actually were people in there, but I was just like, whatever, I don't really care. They were all like kind of stationary and on the perimeter, so it didn't really bother me. But then, of course, like halfway through my routine, this girl grabs her stuff and starts walking out, which again is fine. I understand I'm in a public gym, but it's just very distracting. So I just stopped. Like my routine was going fine, but I was like, I'm not, like, because I'm gonna get mad if I make a mistake. Because she's like, I'm thinking about it. Like that's the whole thing. Is like, as soon as I start thinking about something else, then no dice. Like, so my routine was going fine, but now I'm paying attention to where this girl is, and I'm like, if I mess up, I'm gonna be mad. And I am no longer thinking about my routine, so I just stopped. I pulled the plug. I sat down, I rested for a second. I watched the video of what I had done so far. It looked good. I felt good. I was like, okay, good. Like, I'm just gonna do this again. And in the meantime, everybody left. So then I ran it, and it was really good. I definitely feel tired today, and I kind of feel like I looked tired toward the end. Like my range of motion on one of my sets of push-ups was a little questionable, but other than that, it was really good. My handstand pirouette, if I do that handstand pirouette on stage, I will be very happy. Like if I do the routine that I just did on stage, I will be happy with that. And I think that it would be a second place routine. Like I think it would beat everybody but Taylor. Of course, there are always little things that I want to fix. Like I said, I felt tired. My range of motion was a little questionable on some things. Like there's always something to do better. Oops. But I would be happy if I put that on stage. So I'm not going to do one tomorrow. Friday morning, I'm going to... Sorry, I just got home and Ruben is still home. He texted me like an hour ago and he's like, okay, I'm going to go do cardio and sauna. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. No, he's probably still getting ready. So anyway, I'm not going to run one tomorrow. I just have 15 minutes of cardio, and I desperately do need the recovery. Friday morning, I'm going to train my early 2 camps. I haven't told Ruben yet that I'm still training on Friday. He does not like when I train on our travel days, even though the drive is literally 1 hour away. But I'm going to train. I'm going to go run my full out. I'm going to go home, take Reagan to school. I don't know, like live our normal life. And then we're going to go up to Anaheim on Friday. So check-ins, I think, are like 1 p.m. or something like that. So we are staying in a hotel up there. So I think we'll go to check-ins. And then me and Karina, maybe Taylor. I don't really know who else. Anya might want to come. I asked Erika, but her English is like not great. So I don't think she understood what I was asking. I don't really know who's going to want to go, but we're going to go get our custom lip colors. I think I had mentioned that we were going to go to the lip lab. So I'm super excited about that. For no good reason, because I literally only wear lipstick like on stage. Otherwise, I normally just wear my Benefit, the one I just bought. But I'm just excited to do something that's not stressful. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go in there and eat a quick meal. I prepped it this morning, like I cooked my little spinach and put it in my container this morning. So I'm just gonna go heat it up, eat, take a quick like 30-minute nap, and then go pick up Reagan from school. God bless my mother. I came home. So her and Ruben were in the kitchen. I don't know, talking about whatever. I'm like, oh, did you see my routine? And Ruben's like, yeah, we were just watching it, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm so tired. I said, I'm going to take a quick nap before I have to go get Reagan. And do you know what this woman said? She said, do you want me to pick her up from school? Say less. Yes, ma'am, I do. I will be upstairs asleep. Another day. Another night in sauna. So I just finished cardio. That's why I'm huffing and puffing. I did cardio, and then I literally did, I'm sorry, I'm yelling. I'm trying to catch my breath. I did cardio, 30 minutes on the elliptical. And then I literally just did like a quick shoulder pump. Like when I say a quick shoulder pump, I mean like right before you get on stage. Because one thing I struggle with, sorry guys, I'm struggling right now. One thing I struggle with is, by the way, I'm laying down in the sauna if you're trying to figure out the angle that you're looking at. One thing I struggle with on show day is getting a pump. I feel like I just don't pump up for long enough. So I just went and did, like, with the 10-pound dumbbells, 10 reverse flies, 10 lateral raises, 10 front raises, 10 hammer curls. And I did that for 2 sets. And then I posed for, like, literally I hit 1 front pose just to see, like, what do my shoulders look like, because I can feel, I mean, if you know what a pump feels like, you know what a pump feels like. So I could feel like, okay, there goes like the blood going into my muscle. It's just on show day, I think, because I'm dehydrated or whatever. It's really hard for me to get there. So I just wanted to see if that little circuit would give me a pump right now. So today was a high carb day, so obviously it's a lot easier to get a pump on a high carb day than when you're depleted, but this is the day we're doing high carbs because as y'all remember, we did high carbs last Thursday, and Friday I did not look good. So we decided to do, and even Saturday I didn't look amazing. Like Sunday was where I started looking better. Anyway, so we decided to do my carbs a little earlier in the week. Especially because, well, not especially because, but we did my carbs a little earlier in the week. But I'm also exercising tomorrow. Like, I'm doing cardio the next 2 days, whereas last time I did my high carb days, or my high carb day, and then I took the next 2 days off. That was an accident. So anyway, hoping that this brings me in as full as I need to be, muscle wise. But let's see if I have any. I don't really have a lot of vascularity now that my pump's kind of gone. Anyway, as full as I need to be muscle wise, but you know, my belly needs to be tight. I have been pooping today, so that's good, with no extra, like, no Cascara Sagrada, no like other additional helpers, so that's good. Hopefully we can just maintain this digestion. I'm gonna go home and pose for a hot second, like just hit quarter turns. Sorry guys, I'm like unwell. Just hit quarter turns once, maybe twice, depending on what they look like. Train all day tomorrow, which is great because we're going back to low carbs, and when I'm in the gym all day, it just helps me stay out of the kitchen. And then Friday is also going to be low carb, depending on how I look. So anyway, I'm going to lay in here for like 5 more minutes. I'm going to go. Good morning, y'all. It's Thursday. I did leave earlier today than I normally do, so let's see if I'm rolling in hot to boot camp today. So scale was up 132.7 something. I mean, it's like 1.5 pounds up from yesterday, but yesterday was a high day. I think it was my last high day before I compete. I look good. I actually feel like I look better today than I did last Friday, which was the day after my high day. And I am like 0.5 pound lighter today than I was the day after my last high day last week. So, that's probably due to the super dry or something, but anyway, I definitely feel a lot better. I also think it's because I was pooping yesterday, so I don't feel stopped up at all. Posing this morning was really good. So I don't train until these mid-morning camps. Like, I don't train at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I had time to just spend some time posing. Like, I spent like 25 minutes just posing. Like, I did my normal quarter turns for my check-ins, but then I did more quarter turns, and then I did more quarter turns, and then I did like the quarter turns where I pretend like I'm on stage and I'm waiting for call outs and I'm waiting for my number, so I'm holding these poses a lot. Like, I really posed this morning, and I finally figured out my back pose, y'all. I'm gonna put the side by side in here of my normal back pose and what needs to be my back pose. Like, I figured it out today, and you're gonna see, I'm obviously in my stage suit this morning. These photos are both from this morning. Like, it's not like, oh, well, now you're full, oh, now you've peaked. Like, they're from the same posing session. And I feel so much less self-conscious. I told that to Allison. Like, I don't feel as self-conscious now about my back. Because that's always, and I've mentioned this before, that's always the shot. Y'all, I have a good front shot. Obviously, you can always have bigger shoulders, wider lats, whatever, but I have a good front shot. But my back shot is what brings me down. Like, I still go look at my Legion, like the Legion comparison photos, and I'm like, I literally got 4th place in physique because of my back shot, because of my back, because ain't no way, no shade to Trishanti, ain't no way her physique was better than mine, but her back was better than mine. Like my front shot was better. My side shots were better. And even the back of my legs were better. But my back just did not compare. And that is why I lost to her. So anyway, all that to say is like, that for me is the thing that's the needle mover and where I rank in physique these days. So to figure it out and to feel like, okay, now you are going to rank where you're supposed to rank. You know, in bodybuilding, they talk all the time about like, you can pose yourself out of a pro card. You can pose yourself out of this. You can pose yourself out of that. My back pose was absolutely taking me lower than it needed to. Now, in some shows, it just is what it is, right? Like at Arizona, even if I would have posed my back properly, like I wasn't going to catch Amanda in conditioning. Like it just is what it is. Like the rank that I got is the rank that I deserved. But I believe like at Legion and even maybe at Chattanooga last year, the rank that I got was not the rank that I deserved, but it was the rank that I put on stage, if that makes sense. So now that I fixed my back pose, I feel like, okay, now you're actually going to be in the place that you deserve to be based on the physique that you actually have, not based on some mistake you make on stage. So that made me feel really good. Like I feel like that just made my day 1,000 times better. Just knowing that I have fixed my back pose. I was able to replicate it multiple times, so it's not like I did it right and it was a fluke, because sometimes it is a fluke, right? Like I have done the correct back pose before, but I couldn't figure out exactly what it was, and the cues I was giving myself weren't the right cues, because when I tried to redo it, it didn't turn out the right way. Like now I have figured it out. Like I have figured out how to do it. So I'm very excited. Tomorrow is check-in day. Like, yes, I mean, okay, I was going to say not check-in day with my coach, but it actually is check-in day with my coach. I mean, check-ins for the show. I am going to Anaheim tomorrow. The show is the day after tomorrow. It's crazy. I cannot believe we made it here. And with only one meltdown. Amazing. So anyway, I like the place that my head is in. We're back to low carb today. I train all day, so hopefully that will just help me like keep my mind off of food. I have 4 of these to get through. So Cass, just one of my members who is amazing, she's the one who got me the tripod, which sorry, I never use it because Ruben stole it from me. Like the little tripod. So you know when I'm in the sauna and I don't have a tripod, she got me a tripod for that, but I never use it. Anyway, anyway, Cass is bringing me a Coke Zero Oreo, and I'm very excited about that. That's not what I was talking about her for. Oh, I know why I was talking about Cass. First off, she is bringing me a Coke Zero Oreo. I'm very excited. However, why I was talking about Cass is because she messaged me yesterday. She was on Amazon looking at water bottles, and she found some really cute colors. She found like the blue color that I love. And she's like, they have it in the 40 ounce. So y'all, I might be like, I really love, y'all remember when I got the hydro jug, I was like, I love this. I love the flip top. I love that. And I do love the hydro jug, but this thing just, I think she's my new favorite. I might have to get multiple. Like I might have to get another one. And this little thing that I said is not a handle. I still don't think it's a handle, but she's working out. So I don't know that it would work in the 40 ounce because this would be a lot heavier, but she's working for now. So anyway, I might not even get the 40 ounce, to be honest. This fits in my backpack, my faux wolf pack. Because those cup holders, if you have a wolf pack, the cup holders in that backpack are very small. They barely fit a shaker. Anyway, so this fits. I already had my coffee because I didn't have to work very early. So I'm just going to sit in silence in this car, drink this water, get my mind right for today. Okay, so we did a challenge at the gym. Like a sales challenge. Anyway, my team lost, so we have to get dumped with water. And I said, if somebody brings me a swim cap, so I'm about to get dumped with cold water. Not about to mess up my hair for these people.
All right, watch out, right? You guys are gonna get wet. Out of the way.
I do not like the segways. So Reagan is jealous of the water dumping situation. So she's about to get dumped with water. I promised her I would let her get dumped, so we're gonna do it. Ready? There's say one.
Was that awesome?
job. Was that fun? Mommy did it really good too. Okay, let's go. Come over here. Let's try. All right, y'all. It is Thursday night. Just leaving the gym. Reagan wanted to get dumped with water. Look at all her costumes she brings to the gym. Reagan wanted to get dumped with water, so we did that. Now we are headed home, and I left my Oreo. I don't know if I told y'all. I bought the Oreo Coke Zero, because it was at the store. And even though I knew Cass got me one, but I wanted it like immediately. So I put it in the freezer, and then I was devastated to find out to realize as soon as I got home, it was time to leave for work. Like I was completely dumbfounded when I looked at the clock and it was 2:45. I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I left in the freezer because I forgot. So it's probably exploded by now, but Cass did bring me the little mini can.
Can I tell you something?
Yes, Reagan. Yes.
For lunch.
Yes. What? Chicken. Eggs.
I see Aunt Tiffany's old house.
You see Aunt Tiffany's old house? Yep.
Okay, say
Chicken. Okay. Anyway,
chicken.
I'm gonna taste this right now. Okay, Reagan, sounds good. Hold on. Now, I did put a piece of gum in my mouth, and then I remembered that I wanted to taste this, so I have a little bit of minty extract. Hopefully it doesn't ruin this, so we're gonna try it.
Mommy, there's more gum in
That's very weird. It literally tastes like an Oreo. It's like Coke vanilla. I heard a lot of people say it tastes like vanilla Coke with an Oreo aftertaste. I feel the opposite. I feel like it tastes like an Oreo with a Coke aftertaste. That's really interesting. It's not bad, but it's not good. Like I would, if I was thirsty, right? Like I'm still gonna drink the one that I have. It's not so bad that I'm like, this is disgusting, I'm not gonna drink this, but I'm not gonna buy it again. It's fine. It's very interesting. Like, that's so weird how they can do that though. It's okay. I mean, it's fine. Like I said, it's not terrible. I'm not going to throw it away. I will finish it. But I'm not going to buy it again. I actually think that might be good. Actually, what I'm going to do is save this. And I think this would be good dirty. With like vanilla protein. I think that would be good with vanilla protein in it. Or like, if you had a creamy or something and you made a vanilla creamy and made a float out of it, I think because it does have that Oreo taste, I think it would be better in that type of like more dessert wise. Like just as a beverage, it's okay. But I definitely think in a more dessert setting, like again, as a float or even just dirty, just with like the vanilla protein, I think it would actually be really good like that. So I'm actually going to save this and I'm going to try that when I get home, and I'll let y'all know if that changes my opinion. Good morning, everyone. Happy check-in day. Coach check-ins and show check-ins. I feel like I need to wipe my camera off, but this is what we're going to get. I just trained my last 2 camps of the weekend. And now I am headed to Costco just to top off my tank. I still have half a tank, but we're driving all the way to Anaheim. So I'm going to top off my tank at Costco, and then I'm going to go to Powerhouse and run a full out. So the class that's in there ends at 8:15 and the next one starts at 9. So I'm literally going to go warm up for 2 minutes and then run it, because I really don't have that much time. Plus, I have a little bit of shopping I need to get done, and I want to start packing. Well, I want to start packing, I mean, I have to pack because I drop off Reagan at school, and then I pretty much immediately want to leave. Like, I mean, I told Ruben I want to leave at 11:30. Check-ins are at 1. It's an hour away. So that gives us a little bit of buffer, because realistically, if I tell Ruben 11:30, we're going to leave at 12. Hopefully not. So all my laundry is done. All of my meals are cooked. I didn't pack individual meals just because day before show and show day it's not ever like, okay, this is what your meal plan is. It's like, okay, eat this. Let me see what your body looks like. Okay, now let's eat this. Okay, before you eat your next meal, let me see what your body looks like. So it's very touch and go. So I just cooked all the protein, which is chicken. Cooked all the chicken. Obviously we have protein powder. I cooked vegetables like asparagus and mushroom mix. I don't eat a lot of vegetables the day before the show, but obviously Ruben's in prep too, so I just prepped a bunch. And then I also air fried salmon. I saw salmon at the store yesterday. That's for tomorrow between prejudging and finals, because is this light gonna turn green? There's nothing happening here, y'all. I'm sitting here, an empty intersection. My light is red, and the light right there that you can't see is green. I'm about to run their light. Like, do they know that I'm here? Let me see. Okay, there's people coming up, so I think they're gonna trigger the light switch. Anyway, in between now their light just turned. They got a green arrow, and I'm still sitting at a red light. The hell? Okay. In between prejudging and finals, I always just eat whatever. Like, whatever my heart desires, whatever I can find, whatever's nearby. At Chattanooga, I ate Five Guys. At my last 2 shows, at Arizona and at Van, I went back to the Airbnb and like ate ramen noodles and like some chicken. Like, it was completely random. So this time I'm like, you know what, Andrea? First off, because we're only staying in a hotel tonight, so by the time prejudging is over, we're gonna be checked out of our hotel. So I can't just go back to the hotel room and eat. Like, I have to pack my meals with me, so I have to know ahead of time what I'm gonna get. And so anyway, so I am gonna eat salmon and rice, and probably gonna grab some watermelon, because I feel like watermelon has done me well as far as like getting me, obviously, like just energy as far as food and calories, but also as far as hydration goes, because as you guys well know, it's like kind of hard to rehydrate that quickly between prejudging and finals. Okay, I'm gonna pump my gas, then I'm gonna come back. Okay, so probably gonna buy some watermelon. So I'll have salmon and rice and watermelon. Okay, so what's my morning? Just trained, gonna go run this full out, then I'm gonna go to the store. I have to get vodka. I don't necessarily have to do that right now, but I don't want to have to be running errands when we get to Anaheim. Like, I just want to go and be ready already. I have to get vodka, and I think that's really it. I just have to pack, take Reagan to school. Mom's going to pick her up and bring her to the show tomorrow. We go to check-ins, and then me and Karina and maybe anybody else, I don't know who else is going to want to go, if they're going to want to go, are going to go to this place called the Lip Lab. It's at the mall. You can get custom lip colors. I think I talked about it a couple videos ago, but I'm pretty excited about that because I never really like my lip color on stage. Like, I have to mix a bunch of different products to get it to the right color, and it's not consistent because I never remember like what I did or whatever. So I'm excited to get a custom. I'm probably going to get a lip liner, and we're going to see how much money I feel like spending. I might get the lip liner, the lipstick, and the lip gloss. I don't know what I'm going to get. I'll probably just get the lipstick and the lip gloss. I don't know. But yeah, I've talked about this before. I know, at least in my like 2023 series, about how Ruben likes to be at these shows super early. He told me he wants to go to the Olympia on Monday. Monday? Sir, you compete on Saturday. And it's a 4-hour drive. It's not like we have to get used to a time change. Like I said, I'm not taking off a whole week of work, first off. So no, we're not doing that. Second off, I like being home. That's what I've discovered. Well, I already knew that I like being home, but I'm just living my normal life. Y'all, I compete tomorrow, and I worked this morning. I'm taking my daughter to school today. And I like it because it's just feeling like another day. All right, I'm going to go to work, and then I'm going to go to the gym and run a full out. Great. I'm going to drive to Anaheim. I'm going to go to the mall and get some lipstick, and tomorrow I'm going to show up and do some quarter turns and run a full out. Like, I feel so much less stress than I do on these shows that I have to travel to, because it just feels like another day at home, and I really like that. So I'm hoping that translate to my performance tomorrow, to my confidence, and just to my cortisol level, to my stress level. I am doing new hair for tomorrow. It's not that new, but it is new. It's a different style than I normally do, than I've been doing since I turned pro. I kind of tested it out yesterday. It looks super cute. I got Aurelia and Shantae's stamp of approval on it. So yeah. Anyway, my gas is done pumping. I'll talk about check-ins, and then I'm going to end this video. Okay, so check-ins look good. I'm still 132. Y'all, this is wild because normally, you know, my weight pulls down a lot because we are just depleting. However, as previously mentioned, we've discovered I have to carb up early so that I can start working my way through these carbs, especially like digestion wise, right? Like this morning I told you, and I don't think I actually came on YouTube and said it, I only said it on Instagram. This morning when I did check-ins, I could tell like I have to poop. I didn't poop yesterday. Then I had my coffee. I had like half of my coffee. I got to the gym like for work, and I pooped. So it's just, imagine if we would have done that high carb day today, and then I would go all day tomorrow without pooping. Like, so my body just needs time. So all that to say is that I'm normally coming into these shows so depleted and flat. It is weird to be looking full and muscular. It looks good. It's weird though. It looks good. I love the shape. I love the definition. I love all of that stuff. However, I have discovered that I almost prefer to be flat. And most of the muscular divisions, most people hate being flat. I remember Britt talking about, oh my gosh, I just look so flat. I hate how I look. I've heard so many people talk about hating how they look when they look flat because they just feel like they're not muscular and they, you know, all this stuff. But for me, I think that because I struggled with my conditioning for so long, I would rather be flat and tight than be full and maybe not be like as dry, right? So it's like, if you look at my pictures of Vancouver compared to my pictures here, and I'll post the side by side, in Vancouver, I am dry. Like you can tell that there is no water going on. I am dry, but you can also tell that I'm flat. There's no like shape or fullness to my muscles. Whereas now I'm definitely leaner. I have less fat, but I'm not as dry. So it's just weird because it does look good, but it's not necessarily my preference, even though like I can see that it looks better, but it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. All that to say, my check-ins look good. Now, after I took my check-ins, I pooped, so I actually look better now, in the midsection specifically. So yeah, we're just gonna like keep rolling through. Again, now food is just based on what I'm looking like hour by hour. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know. I think this video is like already almost an hour or pushing an hour, so I may end it here. Once I pull the raw files, we're gonna find out. This is either the last clip or it's not. You can look at the timestamp right now and see, is the video about to end in 60 seconds or is there still another 20 minutes? So yeah, anyway, that's all at least for now. If this is the end of the video, thank you so much, you guys. This has been so fun. It's been a lot of fun to document this. And to share this journey, especially because this one particularly was, I feel like, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of twists and turns. So it's been a lot of fun for myself just to document it, but also to share with you guys. So as usual, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll catch you either in 2 seconds or in the next one.